Hi everyone, welcome to the next section of this video. Today we're going to continue with the Linux kernel optimization. Quick one, if you're going to be writing the RHCSA 8 exam or the LFCS exam or the SUSE Linux exam, just scroll down to the end of the website and click on the exam practice questions, alright? Or you just go to this RHCSA 8 DOMS and exam practice questions, alright, and you can see the practice questions there. It's very important you go through them before you write the exams, right? So we're going to be updating this website from time to time, and I'm also going to be dropping the link to the website in the description section below, alright? In the previous video we looked at how to change the kernel parameter value, and we changed the value for the IP forward using the echo command. And I had mentioned that when you use that method, it will not make the changes persistent. To make the changes persistent, you use the sysctl tool, alright? So the sysctl tool is a tool that is used to view and set the Linux kernel parameters on the fly in the sysproc directory, alright? So this is a sysctl tool. It's just a sort of a directive of the sysproc directory. So you can use the sysctl to make the changes in the sysproc directory persistent. Okay, so you can fine-tune your kernel without rebooting or without recompiling or rebuilding your kernel with the sysctl tool. And to view the kernel variables or kernel parameters that are currently set on your system, you use the command sysctl-a. Alright. Okay, so you can also use the grep tool with the sysctl as well to be able to look for a specific parameter. So for example, if you want to look for the IP forward parameter we talked about earlier, you just use the command, this command, then you grep for IP forward. Alright, so you can see the IP forward kernel parameter here. Here. Okay, so did you also notice that the forward slash has been changed to dot? Alright, so in the previous video it was net/ipv4/ip forward. Alright, so when you're using the sysctl command, the forward slash command will change to dot. And before rel 7 and 8 systems and above, the sysctl has just one configuration file, which is the etc sysctl.conf, sorry, etc sysctl.conf. Alright, so when the system boots, the sysctl process looks into this configuration file, alright, and begins to run with the parameters in the file. However, the process of setting the parameters on the new generation Linux system has changed, starting from rel 7 and 8. So you would notice that if we cut this file, it becomes empty. Alright, so there is nothing in this file anymore, unlike the rel 7 below systems. Okay, I mean rel 6 below systems. Okay, so the question now is, where are these kernel parameters now defined? So if you look at this place, you can see that sysctl settings are now defined through files in this directory, or this directory, and this directory. Okay, and you can see that vendor settings live in this directory. And to override a whole file, you need to create a new file with the same in this directory, alright, and put the new settings there. So let's look at the where we have the vendor settings. Alright, that's lib sysctl.d. Alright, so you can see the way the numbers are arranged at the beginning of the file. We have 10-50-50- up to 60-. The others should be respected because 10 dash will be read first, followed by 50 dash, and followed by 60 dash. So if any parameter is set twice, the last one will have a higher priority. That is, it will override the former with a lower number. Alright. Now you can see that to override the settings, or to even create your own settings, you need to put it in this directory. You can see in the etc sysctl.d directory. From our previous video, we set the IP forward value to be 0 using the echo command. So in this video, we're going to set the IP forward value to be 1 using the sysctl command. Alright, so let's do this. And to do that, we're going to, just as we've read here, we're going to create a new file in this directory, which is, we can just do vi etc sysctl .d. Alright, then I'm going to let's see. Okay, we have 99 sysctl.conf here, so I'm just going to call this, let me just call this 20 dot IP forward dot conf, right? And I'm going to add the net Alright, so I'm going to add net dot IP v4 dot IP. So when you're using the sysctl, you use dot, alright, forward, then equals 1. Alright, I'm just going to save this file. So let's view the new settings. I guess we would need to restart the system, but let's see if it's taking effect. Alright, so it is still 0. We need to restart the system before this can take effect. Alright, and you should also know that you can still actually define your parameters in the etc sysctl file that has been deprecated. You can still define your parameters here. Alright, but it's always just good to always follow the standard procedure. Alright, okay, so I'm just going to clear the screen, and when you reboot the system, I'm going to reboot the system and let's see our changes. Okay, so our system is back up. Let's now check the value again. So you can see that the IP forward value is 1. So this system can now act as a router. Alright. There are other sysctl options that allow you to write to the sysctl configuration file, and one of them is sysctl-w. Alright, so it is used as an alternative to the echo command. So for example, to change the IP forward parameter, you can use this command. Alright, let's do this. For example, IPv4 dot IP forward. Alright, sorry, I'm having issues with my dot key. Alright, so let's do this. Let's make this 0. So to change the kernel.sysrq parameter, you can also use the command sysctl-w followed by the kernel.sysrq. You can do this to be 1. Alright. To change the swappiness of the value, the swappiness value of the system, you can also use, for example, if you want to change the swappiness value to 10, so you can do this. Alright, swappiness, equals 10. Swappiness, double P. Alright, so when you do all of these changes, when you use the sysctl -w command to load or apply the settings, you use the command sysctl -p. Alright, so this will load or apply the settings. But there, I should warn you about something here. The sysctl -w option is not recommended because you need to be very sure that the parameters that will be changed will not affect the system after you make it permanent, right? So that's why I will not recommend you use the sysctl -w to always make changes in the kernel. Okay. The only way to be sure of your changes is to first of all use the echo command, after which you can now enter the parameters in the file permanently, alright, so as not to cause a kind of catastrophe on your system. Okay, so this is how you use the sysctl command to make changes in the kernel parameter. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to this channel and bye for now.